In this video, we're gonna talk about remeshing in Blender, and we're gonna create a really easy and simple and quick sculpture like this one here. And you can see that I can sculpt on this really easy. And these were originally a sphere, a cylinder, and a cube, which have been merged together and remeshed. So what I'm gonna do here, also, I'm gonna change the material because I think that like this one here is better. It's going to show you better the polygons and the, the structure, and also how you are shaping your character if you're doing a character or whatever you are creating. So let's go from the beginning, and just gonna go back here in object mode, and I'm gonna delete this. So I'm gonna press X and delete it. And if you're having trouble with these basic operations, you may want to see other video guides and the Blender video course that you have at your disposal in the channel. So I'm going to add here a cube, and then I'm going to go up again and add a cylinder. I'm going to push this cylinder up. I'm going to scale it like this. And lastly, I'm going to add a sphere. I'm going to push it up as well like this. I'm going to scale it to make it a little bit bigger. And there you go. So I have these three different objects that, and I can continue. Of course, I can create like the body of the character and whatever else. So if you're doing an animal, you can try to imagine it in like a composition of spheres and cylinders and cubes. And this operation is also called block out, when you are blocking out your model. And it's a really draft version of your idea that you can then develop. So how we can merge these three together. Now you can use booleans, and they will be necessary if you want to add or subtract, also if you want to create holes, but those will not give you like the complete merge of everything. So they will look like they're separated. And also another thing I need to do is to join them together. So I'm going to hold the shift key to select the whole tree, and then right click, and you can join them together, or you can do Ctrl J. But if we see now this in wireframe, so if I go here in wireframe mode, you can see that these are not actually one single object. So we do have a single mesh here in the outliner on the right, but these are not one single object or merged together. These are still three separated parts, which is not good. It's not good if you wanna work with this in sculpture or modeling. So let me just show you what happens if I go back here in the solid visualization and switch into sculpt mode. So if I start to sculpt, well, the sphere is working fine because I have a lot of polygons here. I have an amount of polygons that give me the possibility to see something. But if I'm gonna sculpt on the cylinder or on the cube, I cannot see pretty much anything. I'm just changing the position of really few vertices. So this is not good for sculpting. Now, to solve all these issues at once, let me just go to object mode. We have, well, we have different ways. So if we're gonna apply the remesh, that is the one that we're gonna use in this video, I can go here to modifiers, go here, and then click on the remesh. That's it. So when you click on remesh, immediately you will have one single object. Everything is merged together, and so this is the beauty of the remesher. Now you also have remesh right here. If you go in sculpt mode, you go up here and you click on remesh. But I think it's better to use the modifier because this is not like real time. You cannot go back and forward. If you want to go forward, you just change the voxel size and then remesh again. If you want to go back, you need to go back with Ctrl Z. So it's not really, you know, quick and easy. But instead, if you use the remesh modifier, this is kind of reversible. So in real time, you can go back and forward, just changing the voxel size. So you can see that if you increase the voxel size, you're going to have less details, you're going to have less polygons, and eventually you're going to end up with something like this, which is without any detail at all. If you want to have more details, you can increase the voxel size. Now also you can increase the adaptivity if you want to add less details and you want to something that is going to adapt, and if you can decrease the adaptivity if you want to maintain more details. Also, adaptivity will decrease the number of polygons, as you can see, and will kind of optimize your mesh and decrease the number of polygons. Now, since we want to maintain the details and we want to have a lot of polygons, we can increase the number here of voxel size. And sorry, of we're going to decrease the voxel size and we're going to increase the number of polygons. And if we want, we can also apply the smooth shading, but you can still see the phases of the original sphere because we needed to smooth that earlier, but we can smooth it also later. Now, you have also other option here. So let's take off the smooth shading for the moment. You can see you can recreate these as blocks, kind of video game, a pixel video game, or you can use well, you can change the scale, the threshold, and you have also smooth, which is gonna smooth everything, but also you can apply the smooth shading. Then you have sharp. So they are all similar in a way, but you just need to play around here with the various parameters. Now voxels is the most important because it's the one that also Remesh is using right here. Now we made another video guide on this Remesh, so we're not gonna spend time on that. We're gonna still stay here. But essentially all we needed to do here is to find the best remesh that we can, which could be this one here. Try not to go too low with the voxel size, otherwise you're gonna get freeze and you're gonna block and eventually crash everything because this is increasing the number of polygons. Now I still cannot sculpt on this effectively because there is one thing I need to do is I need to go here and apply the modifier. Now when I apply the modifier, if I go to the wireframe, I can see that I have many more polygons than the ones I had at the beginning. So now if I start to sculpt, you can see I get better results. There you go. And also now I can sculpt on the other parts like the cylinder and the cube, and they're gonna have a better result as well compared to the results we had at the beginning. Now, if you think that some parts are too edgy and they look faceted like this one here, you can see the faces, you can use the smooth and just smooth them out. Adjust the strength, the radius, and there you go. You can smooth everything just clicking and dragging. Now, if you're interested in sculpting like clay and creating your characters, something more, interesting than this, you can check our 3D character design video course and the lessons and the video guides and in the general playlist in the channel. So this will be all for this quick video guide, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you can create some quick and funny character. And if you want, you can support us by becoming a supporter and joining the channel, or you can subscribe and also stay updated with other video guides, and not only in Blender but also other software. So I'm gonna stop here. Thanks for watching and see you in the next.